Hi, folks. Living at, a little above, or a little below that paycheck to paycheck life, you need, not want, but need to follow this video because living paycheck to paycheck is not good. You want to escape this because whether you know it or not, you're about 2 to 3 paychecks away from being desperate. There was a period of time when one would work their entire life at one job or career and be secure. Not so anymore, folks. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that people born between 1957 and 1964 held an average of 11 jobs from ages 18 to 44. On average, men held 11.4 jobs and women held 10.7 jobs. 25% held 15 jobs or more, while 12% held 4 jobs or less. If you lose your job through no fault of your own and start looking for new work, good luck. Now, why? The Bureau of Labor Statistics also reports the labor force participation rate, which measures the share of Americans older than 16 who are actively looking for work or who have a job, declined to 62.8%, matching its January level, which was the lowest since 1978. What this means is that there just aren't that many jobs at the income that you are used to that you can have. Again, if not prepared financially, folks, be prepared to be desperate. What to do about this? Folks, entrepreneurial endeavor. A home business, a kitchen table business, a coffee table business, whatever you care to call it, using an internet connection and your computer as a sales, marketing, and advertising tool to create additional income. The general consensus is that there are 3 types of income. In fact, when you get right down to it, there are 3 broad types of income that you can generate: earned income, portfolio income, and passive income. The 3 types of income I'd like to speak about to you differs in that what it's you do with the income you have on a monthly basis, regardless of where it comes from, and how it can help you out of the paycheck to paycheck pothole. I chop my income into 3 categories. I call these 3 types necessary income, disposable income, and discretionary income. Most people think disposable and discretionary income are the same. No, no, no. I use the term discretionary because it comes from the root word discreet, defined as careful and circumspect in one's speech or actions, especially in order to avoid causing offense or to gain an advantage. We're looking to gain an advantage. Yes, absolutely, folks. Okay, first, necessary income. What you use to pay your bills. Folks, this is standard stuff, necessary, gotta do it. You gotta have a roof overhead and a bite to eat, right? What you have left over goes into the disposable and discretionary pot. Now, disposable income is used for personal and family enjoyment and should be limited to a very small amount till one has at least a 3 to 6 months cash reserve in case of an emergency, just such as a job loss or health problems. But who has this? Not many, folks. Not many. It's what you do with your discretionary income that will make all the difference in the world. You can, of course, turn it into disposable income, just doing whatever suits your fancy without any thought for the future, kind of like the grasshopper in Aesop's fable, The Ant and the Grasshopper, and then hope and pray that someone will help you out in your time of need. Or be like the ant. Take that discretionary income and invest it. Could you find $100 or less per month to invest in your future? Folks, that's minimal for a business of any sort. It doesn't take much money compounded with an effort of about an hour and a half per day to free yourself from the worries and concerns that come from living that paycheck to paycheck life. It doesn't happen all at once, folks. Everyone starts as a beginner. Nobody starts at the top. Would you be willing to learn with such a small investment? What I have to recommend to you is a foot in the door home business. What do I mean by that? A beginning, folks. Utilizing your computer and an internet connection, you will be introduced to a simple, no out-of-pocket cost to you marketing system, part of a larger system that will allow you to begin the journey from that perilous paycheck to paycheck life to a far more secure life, needing little or no experience to accomplish it. What's the next step, folks? The link in the description. Click on it and see for yourself what little it takes to secure your financial future. The first step, folks, is a foot in the door. Beyond that, and part of the big picture, more than you can probably imagine. Now, my name is Jimmy Cook. I am retired and I live a good life, not because of the job that I retired from, but because of a personal computer and internet connection and the knowledge that I picked up and applied over several years. I know more than most, not as much as some. What I do know is that if I had what you are about to be introduced to when I first started, I would have been retired much sooner. There are innumerable ways to create income online. The key is to stick with one system, learn everything about the system, and then you will be in a position to move to any one of those other innumerable ways to create income online, one step at a time. Visit the link in the description. Don't waste time. Get it going today. Whatever you do, don't become desperate. It's no fun at all. Now go down to the description and click on that link. Thank you very much.